All right, gonna make this video. I'll make this video and we're gonna do it straightforward to the point, because I know you guys don't want people sitting there forever trying to get to the point. The question that I have been asked over and over and over again is, I don't even know if this tea's old now. Is it IVF or is it natural? And let me tell you, that has been a question that I have been just asked completely from Facebook to YouTube. So I want to answer that question. Is it IVF or is it natural? So let's jump into this video. So this baby bump right here is completely natural. Yes, at 47 years old, I got pregnant the natural way. I know some of y'all shocked that old people, but you know what I'm saying. Now, it's supposed to be hotter at 47, but somebody didn't lie to us all, because it was not hard for us at all. I was not planning this whatsoever. From as far as I'm known, I believed I was in perimenopause. So if you guys know anything about perimenopause, your cycles are all over the place. I was having hot flashes. My body was going through the change, and then my body decided to, you know what, let's make another baby. Let's go ahead and let her start all over and make another baby. And so here I am, pregnant again. So that's one of the questions that I've been asked over and over and over again. Is it natural pregnancy or is it IVF? Completely natural. Mr. Singhs showed up to the party, and here we are again. Do I know if it's a boy or girl? Not yet. I find out in June the 16th, unless I change my mind and decide I don't want to find out. But that was one of the questions. Is it IVF or natural? Another question people were asking me about this pregnancy at age 47. Did you do any supplements? Were you doing anything different? Honestly, I was not trying to conceive. I thought at my age, what Google said, it's supposed to be impossible. But I will say this, I had a 30-pound weight drop. I was doing keto, so I lost all that weight. I was going to the gym, exercising. I was also taking my personal vitamins. I was taking vitamin C, magnesium, a B complex, which I'm so glad I was taking a B complex. I didn't know I was pregnant, but that, if you guys know anything about B complex, it's really good for early on pregnancy. My iron supplements and drinking a ton of water, you know, just being more healthy. And with me being on keto, I was low carb. So your girl was getting, she was getting it back together. I thought I was gonna be like summer ready, finally could squeeze into a bikini, two-piece, but what I gonna squeeze into? What? Okay, at 47 to 8, I'm gonna be squeezing into a moo-moo. That's about it for this whole summer, but it's all natural. So those were the changes that I did for myself. Exercising, low carb. So I was doing 0 sugar drinks, more water, more sparkling water, more protein in my diet. But a lot of things other that I was doing, can't talk right now, is just hitting the gym more and doing weight resistant training. I was doing that as well, because before that I was dealing with a higher blood pressure. My weight was out of control. So my body must be like, girl, you didn't got it together. You got it together. Okay. The environment is nice to make a home in. So here we are again. So for all you older mamas out there, just like, girl, what did you do? I took myself to the gym. And now I'm end up from the gym to the hospital again. But that was for me. That is what I did, and that's how we conceived baby number 9. Now, was it, if I can think back until my last period cycle and from the time we conceived, I think back then, it was the way it happened was how my body typically works when we were, hold on, pick my camera up. When we were planning to have babies and trying to conceive, I always ovulated within that last day of my cycle, within those 3 days. Every single time. Every single time, y'all. Found this out by mistake with my first, because it was only time, okay? And then after that, it happened each time the same way. So after that, it happened the same way. I remember when I thought back of it, it was my, that happened to be, cycle had just ended, and he was home for that day only, and he went back on the road. But me thinking, I'm 47, this is no way this is can happen. It happened. So knowing my body, I guess my body still remained in the state of being very, very fertile. Didn't take a long time. I know everybody else is different, but going back to the other things that I could look back I've done was the exercising, eating healthy, and low carb. Now, as far as how am I feeling with this pregnancy, completely worn out. This is totally different than when I was a lot younger. Even having Joel, which you guys know, Joel B. Jolin, that's my soon-to-be 7-year-old. He's a handful. I got pregnant with him at 40, had him at 40, had a ton of energy. I only gained, I think, like 15, I want to say 15 or 16 pounds with him. I know it's a pound difference. Didn't gain a lot of weight with him, but I had a ton of energy. Went on vacation with that child and everything. This one, I'm more tired. I don't know if y'all are hearing my breath. I'm more tired with this one. I'm not hitting the gym as much as I like to. I'm probably going now down to once a week. I still do a little bit, a little muscle. Still do a little bit of weights. I still do weight training. I want to keep up with that, but I'm not going as much. So I'm hoping farther along in this pregnancy that I will pick up a lot more energy and can push through it. So compared to when I was in my early 40s to late 40s, I am late 40s, 47, I'm more tired. I'm more relaxing on the couch, and Arizona's hot as heck. I think we hit 100, on my phone cut off. What I was saying, we hit 108 yesterday in Arizona. So it could be the climate, the hot heat that is making me a little bit more miserable. But I am a lot more tired. No more nausea, not dealing with anything like that, and just can't hit the gym like I want to. So I am definitely feeling the difference at the age of 47 versus my early 40s. But everybody's different. You may have a more energy. You may be able to push more. You may be able to push harder. One thing my doctor did say, he said, I look great for my age. Thank you. Of being 47. He said, compared to a lot of people that are way younger than me, even in their 20s, that are not in such of a good shape as being physically fit than when I came in there physically fit. Now, we didn't say mentally fit. We didn't say mentally, because I got my moments. But he said I was in really good shape, physically fit, and so I shouldn't have a lot of problems. They still want to do like watching blood pressure and all that fun stuff. So natural, had it all natural. I hope that answers your question. And of course, mamas out there and ladies that want to have a baby, drop more comments for me to answer, and we'll see you next time. Bye.